Hi, I'm artist, DJ, and author Michael Joseph, and because I say author at the beginning of every video, that must mean I wrote a book, and I did. It was called The Creative Virus. I wrote it a couple years ago. You can find it anywhere you find books. I have two different versions of audiobook out of it, but I want to talk a little bit about today about the meaning of some of the stuff in this because I think it fits pretty much everybody who watches these videos of mine. Now, you have to remember that my entire life, I have been creative on one level or another. I've been an artist on one level or another. I've done so many different things. And the book is two parts. One, me telling my journey and the different things that I've learned in my journey. And number two, I'm just encouraging other people who have been kind of bitten by the creative bug, thus the name, the creative virus. If you've been bitten by the creative bug, you know, the little catchphrase there is it time to embrace your creative bug? Because a lot of us have been told in life that unless, this is the quote in my book, unless you build something or fix something, it's not a real job. So I've spent pretty much my whole life still wanting to be creative, but yet again, still fighting against that because I don't think it's the right thing to do or something like that. And it took me until COVID and being in lockdown that I realized that all these years of me thinking that I was chasing fame and fortune on top of all these other things, it was just me wanting to be creative, and I realized that that's why I was doing some of this stuff. And as I'm getting towards retirement, I talk a lot about retirement stuff in my videos about no retirement, no vacation, because I'm loving what I'm doing. That's what I want to talk to you guys about today, is about the fact that if you have this creative bug in you and you want to be creative in some level or another, don't ignore it. Please don't ignore it, because it is going to make life really difficult for you. One of the things, again, like I said, during COVID, I realized that I wanted to be creative, and that kind of opened me up to accepting my life, not looking the way I felt it really should in the past. Because in the past, if I would have looked at my life, I would have said, oh, you failed as an artist, you're not making it, you're not doing these things. But, you know, coming to look about these things, I think I'm doing pretty good because I'm doing this full time now, and I never could before. So that's what I want to kind of encourage you today, is that if you have this creative bug in you and you are a person who wants to do these things, even if your life doesn't allow you to do it full time, do it at least part time. Because I'm telling you, even an hour a week, and that's what I always used to joke about, that when I was finishing up college, I was working a day job and I had three lives: work job, college, school job, three different lives: work life, college life, and sleep life. And the only time I got to be creative is during lunch, and I would doodle on a napkin, and sometimes that's all you have. So with this in mind and the book and everything, you know, get the book, read more about it. But basically, when I coming to retirement, I'm not looking to retire and quit. I want to keep doing what I'm doing because I'm blessed to get to do this each day. And some days I get grumpy about it. Everybody's, you know, perfect. And I get grumpy about, you know, not having the same amount of money that everybody has or different things like that. But I have freedom to just get up each day and work the day slowly and do the things that I want to do and do work on the projects that I want to work on. So if you're able to, again, over the next 10 or 20 years, do something to where you get your life to the point where you're really happy with it, that's something. That is a form of wealth. So I want to encourage you as you go forward into this, and I want to go into more depth in some of my videos in the future, but I want to encourage you that if you are bitten by the creative bug in any way, shape, or form, and it doesn't have to be arts, you can be a carpenter, anything, teachers. I've seen electricians who can sit down and creatively map something out or fix a problem in something. All of that is creativity. If it's something you love, make time in your life for it. And if you get the chance, like I said, it's probably going to take you. And in my book, I talk about it taking 4 times as long as you think it's going to take you. But if it takes you longer, yet you're able to get up in the future each day and live the life you want to live, that's something special. So I encourage you to go after that, look for that, try to find that step by step. Go back and look at some of my videos. I talk about how. And one of the reasons why I want to talk about this book is because I think I'm about to write another book. I have a lot of stuff done as an outline, and I'm debating whether I want to commit to it, and it would be the next step beyond this. And it's some of the videos that I've done before about how to create the life you love to live in, which is the quote of the business: create a life you love to live in and don't need a vacation from. And that's what it's kind of about, building out to where when I get to retirement, I'm not thinking about retirement. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm still going to do this stuff. Because during COVID, I wasn't making money and I didn't have a crowd in front of me, but yet each day I got up and still did this stuff because it's the stuff I want to do with my life. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments below and all that kind of stuff. I know I don't have a big following, but I still want to encourage whoever does read this or follow this or see this, any parts of this, I want to encourage you. You can achieve these things. It is 100% possible. So until next time, take care of yourselves and God bless. This video is sponsored by immj. For all my print-on-demand creations like t-shirts, mugs, posters, original photos, my book, The Creative Virus, or what gear I use, visit the shops on immj.com or my Amazon, eBay, or Etsy stores.